seconds. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about the 3 most common states of matter. So the last time we talked, which was the last time we were in class, before all of this quarantine and coronavirus hit, we talked about mixtures and states of matter and how mixtures can change a substance's state of matter. So it's important to know the 3 most common, which are solid, liquid, and gas. I tried to draw some little pictures up here to help you guys visualize what these might look like. So if you're talking about a solid, you might see something like ice or gravel. If you're talking about a liquid, it probably will look something like water or hydrogen peroxide, alcohol, some kind of liquid substance that takes the shape of any container that it's in. The last one is gas, which most commonly you don't even see. We have gas in our atmosphere, we breathe in oxygen, release carbon dioxide gas, and you can't really ever see that, but it's there. So there are, you can see gas when it evaporates up, if it's water and it evaporates up into the atmosphere, you can see that, but it's not always common to be able to see gas. So the reason we wanted to refresh on these is because we are going to be doing an experiment where we mix together 2 things to create a new substance and to see if there's any change in the state of matter. Okay, so the experiment that we're going to be doing will be mixing 2 substances together. The 2 substances that we will be mixing together are baking soda and vinegar. So what I did, I already put the vinegar in this bottle here, and I already attached the balloon which has the baking soda inside. Now, before we start the experiment, you're going to want to make some predictions, or what scientists call them, their hypotheses. So for you to make your predictions, you're going to want to think about things that might happen. So I went ahead and I made my predictions, or my hypothesis, and I said the mixture will have no reaction when the substances are mixed, and the 2 substances will dissolve into 1. So those are the predictions I made. So what I need you to do right now is get a notebook, paper, or anything to write on, a pencil, pen, marker, anything you have, and write down a couple predictions about what you will think will happen when we mix the 2 substances. And if you have any questions about what we're doing or why we're using certain things, like why is it in a water bottle? Why is it in a balloon? Would it be different if we used a different container? Any of those questions, write those down as well. Maybe you can change the experiment so that way some different results might come about. But that's all of the things that scientists do when they do experiments. That's the process. They use the scientific method, they make hypotheses, they test them, they change things about the experiment to see if they can get a different result. So go ahead and take this time to make your prediction or make your hypothesis, and pause the video, do whatever you need, and then come back to it. Okay, so since I already have everything together here, I'm going to go ahead and do this experiment. Now while I'm doing the experiment, I'm going to write down things that happen. So I'm going to go ahead and put experiment results on my paper, so that way I know what's happening. So my experiment results. So let's go ahead and do this and see what happens, okay? I'm going to empty my balloon contents into here and see what happens. So I see bubbles. I see the balloon blowing up. I see a little bit of fog at the top. And I see that it's slowly decreasing liquid in the bottom. Awesome. So our balloon blew up because we mixed 2 substances together. What does that mean? That's something you need to take note of. So in our experiment, I saw bubbles, the balloon blew up, and it continued to blow up as the bubbles continued to go up. There was a little bit of fog up here. If you look at the top of the bottle, you can see a little bit up here of this like fog looking thing. That's condensation, okay? That is where something evaporated up and made that little misty section of the bottle. And I also noticed that the liquid in the bottle decreased. So what that tells me is that this liquid turned into a gas and rose up into the balloon. So I can say that my prediction was wrong because I predicted that the mixture will have no reaction and the two substances will just dissolve into one another. So I'm going to say my hypothesis was not accurate. And that's because this substance formed a gas, which means it changed state from one state of a matter, which was liquid, and a solid, because the powder would be considered a solid. So we had a solid and a liquid that mixed together to form a gas. So this formed a gas. So I know that this experiment was a good visual of changes in state. If you want to try this at home, great. You should try it. You should use different containers. You should use different kinds of vinegar. Maybe different brands of baking powder will have a different result. That's all things that you can do and test at home. You can try different ways of doing this and see if the result changes. Please let me know if you get a result that was different than the result that we had here, and let me know what you used and how you did it. Also, I will include steps to doing this experiment at home at the very end of the video if you would like to try it as well. Thanks, guys! Shut up.
You do be dancing, though. I think I ran him up. Yep.
Okay, stop it. So that experiment was pretty cool, huh? What I want you guys to do at home, I want you to make sure you're asking yourselves questions when you do fun things like this. Why did that happen? Why was the gas produced? What kind of gas was produced? All of these questions help you to become better thinkers, especially when it comes to science. So when scientists do all these experiments and create new medicines and inventions and all of these things, they're asking themselves questions the entire time. They want to know more. They want that new knowledge from testing different things. And if you ask yourself questions, maybe you can come up with your own experiments, which would be super fun. So I want to know what you guys think of this video. If you would like some more experiments like this, please let me know. We can do anything that I have in this household because we're currently stay-at-home people. So if there's anything you would want me to try an experiment or try to make one out of myself, then let me know. I got this idea off of Pinterest, so it wasn't fully mine, but I wanted to give credit to that post that I saw on Pinterest. I did do the experiment just a little bit differently. They measured out the amounts of baking soda that they used. I just kind of poured it. So maybe that's something else you can test, if the different amounts of vinegar and different amounts of baking soda produce more or less gas. But it's pretty cool that we can see these states of matter change right in front of our eyes just by mixing two things that we keep in our kitchen. I had no idea that if you mix baking soda, if you mix baking soda and vinegar, then it would blow up a balloon, which is super awesome. If you would like another video on maybe different types of reactions, like chemical or physical reactions, I can do that as well, and it'll tell you what kind of properties that a chemical or physical reaction has, which you'll know which kind of reaction took place there. So if you would like another video on that, we could do another experiment, and we can learn the different types of reactions and how to tell which one is which. Goodbye from me and my little cat friend here.